Every weekday morning, more than 20 million students board an American school bus. Collectively, this fleet travels billions of miles every single year. Think about the sheer logistics of that. You are moving millions of children on unpredictable public roads, in all weather conditions, surrounded by distracted drivers. Yet, statistically, this is the safest form of surface transportation in the entire country. But the origin of this network looked very different. In 1892, districts relied on the Wayne school car, called the Kid Hack. It operated entirely on horsepower and had zero safety features, just children sitting on exposed wooden benches. As America rapidly industrialized, dirt paths turned into paved roads filled with fast-moving automobiles. Transporting children in fragile wooden wagons quickly became an unacceptable logistical and safety nightmare. The modern school bus didn't arrive fully formed. It is the result of 13 years of ruthless, iterative engineering designed to solve one specific vulnerability at a time. The first major problem to solve was distance. In 1914, the Wayne Model T school car replaced horses with a gasoline engine. By adopting internal combustion, schools could suddenly transport students much faster, allowing them to connect isolated rural communities to centralized education hubs. But motorized speed introduced a deadly new vulnerability. Early school carriages were still made of wood, a material that splintered catastrophically when colliding with other early vehicles at higher speeds. The industry needed a defensive pivot. In 1927, Bluebird introduced their #1 bus, stripping away the fragile wood entirely and replacing it with a heavy steel body. Adding a gasoline engine gave the vehicle its reach, but wrapping that chassis in continuous steel transformed it from a simple transport carriage into a rolling protective vault. By the late 1930s, that steel structure provided heavy physical protection, but there was a massive gap in visual identity. Paint schemes varied wildly by district, meaning other motorists couldn't quickly distinguish a school bus from a commercial truck in low light, leading to accidents. This data visualization shows how experts solve the problem. In simulated low light, one hue outperformed all others: National School Bus Glossy Yellow. Furthermore, pairing that yellow with black lettering ensures those dark shapes pop off the background faster than any combination in human peripheral vision. That single regulatory decision took thousands of fragmented, independently painted district fleets and instantly locked them into a single, highly recognizable national standard. That iconic yellow exterior is completely utilitarian. It is a deliberate, scientifically engineered safety mechanism designed to hack the attention of surrounding drivers. Following World War II, the suburban population boomed. School districts were suddenly tasked with moving massively increased passenger loads every morning. To solve for space, manufacturers in the 1950s and 60s introduced transit-style buses. By taking the massive engine out of the front and moving it to the rear, they created a flat front design that freed up precious interior real estate for rows of additional seating. By the 1970s, the engineering focus shifted from carrying capacity to advanced crash survivability. In 1973, the Wayne Lifeguard model introduced a massive structural upgrade: continuous reinforced steel body panels. This wireframe schematic shows how those panels function. These continuous steel loops wrap tightly over the entire passenger compartment. In a rollover accident, they act as an integrated roll cage, transferring kinetic energy outward and preventing the roof from crushing inward. By the late 20th century, the physical armor of the American school bus was highly effective. To make the fleet any safer, the industry had to move past heavy metallurgy and start engineering with invisible data. Jumping to the modern era, the physical profile of the bus is familiar, but the major safety innovations are entirely electronic. Today's fleets rely on an invisible, preventative tech suite. GPS tracking, electronic stability control, high-definition camera feeds, and automated collision warning systems are standard equipment designed to stop an accident before the heavy steel armor is ever needed. And right now, engineers are executing the next major pivot. School districts are actively replacing their legacy combustion engines with electric platforms to eliminate toxic diesel fumes entirely. Look at the distance covered between the wooden, horse-drawn wagon of 1892 and a whisper-quiet, sensor-packed electric fortress operating in 2026. Over 134 years, engineers have aggressively tested, broken and improved every bolt, engine mount, and structural panel. Through a century of iteration, the vehicle has evolved completely, but its singular purpose, safely transporting society's most vulnerable cargo, remains absolute.